Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or greetings if you're here for the first time. My name's Nikki, and today I wanted to share with you just a few thoughts and tips on studying grammar in your target foreign language. Now, grammar is one of those real dividers when it comes to language study. There are people like me who really enjoy grammar study, and there are some who would rather die than get a grammar textbook out. So, to try and make things fun, I want to find a few approaches that can suit anyone's learning style. Now, first of all, grammar books. I always buy a grammar book when I start a new foreign language. This is mainly as a reference, though. I don't sit there and pore through the book from cover to cover. I just like to have a quick flick, then I keep it on my shelf and I use it when I need to double check a grammar point or find a grammar point in order to express something I want to say. It's no good sitting there and dryly going through it. It just takes you back to your school days when you had to sit there and memorize verb conjugation tables, and that's not a good feeling. The next option for those who like a little bit of structure is to use a textbook. And mostly this will then cover a lot of different materials as well as grammar study incorporated into that. Again, though, it can be a little bit dry and dull. So the other option, which is uh, probably how I study the most these days, is through a mix of short videos and just immersion exposure to grammar. So there are some people who say you don't have to study grammar anymore. Just, if you just keep watching and listening and reading, you'll just naturally learn it. I think that's slightly dangerous because often you do need to understand the grammar rules in order to be able to use them properly. So I don't think you should abandon grammar study entirely, but I do agree with those people that learning through other skill areas is also good. So, just for me personally, I follow various YouTube channels for the languages I'm learning. And if they post grammar videos, I always watch them if it's a new grammar point or something I want to revise, and I take notes in my notebook about it. So that's my sort of more traditional approach for half of my study. And for the other half, I like to try and listen and read as much as I can in the languages I'm learning. And through that, I'll come across new grammar that I haven't seen before. And if it's something that I can't understand the usage or I want to understand it better, that's when I'll go to that grammar reference book that I mentioned at the start, which I can then use just to look up and get that understanding in my mind of what I've heard or read. If grammar books are too expensive for you, because they do tend to be on the pricier side, you can also look for a website that's online and that offers free blog posts about different grammar points. The only reservation I'd say here is get recommendations from other learners, because obviously you can't quite tell the quality of the information you're getting compared to if you're buying a sort of professionally published book. But they can still be really useful. And I have a few websites that I look to for Korean if I just want to check something really quick and I don't want to have to get up and go out to my bookshelf and find it in there. So, this is how you can do grammar study without sitting there learning conjugation tables. Incorporate it into your other skills. Watching videos is great if you are more of a visual learner as well, and you like that sort of interaction and not just sitting there staring at the page. If you are buying books, look for ones that have a lot of example sentences to illustrate the point rather than just the dry explanation. And even better is if you can find ones that prompt you to write some of your own sentences. And even if they don't prompt you to write your own sentences, as you come across grammar points and you learn new ones, as I said, I write notes from the videos in my notebook, but I will also try to use those grammar points as soon as possible and write a few of my own sentences, because preparing your own sentences rather than just copying the ones that are given to you really helps cement the idea in your mind, and it helps you think about the ways in which you can use that grammar point. So I hope that's been of help. I will be back next month with another vlog, and I look forward to seeing you all again then. Bye for now, everyone.